If you've watched any fishing on YouTube, you've probably heard of creek fishing adventures with a guy named John Dalton. Well, today, I'm going to try to fish like John. This is my own creek fishing adventure. I'm out here on one of my favorite urban creeks. It doesn't feel like it because it's tucked away. It's my first wet wading trip of the year. For me, John is known for two lures. One is the Nikko Helgrammite. He's the reason I fish it all the time. And the other one is the Yum Dinger. And so we're going to start today with the Yum Dinger. And those are the only two lures I brought. I feel like John is kind of known for this bubblegum, orange, sherbet, swirl, Yum Dinger. And when I was at Cabela's recently, I saw some, so I said, well, I got to grab those. See if the Pennsylvania fish like them as much as the Tennessee fish. I feel like we've kind of gone from frost warnings and feeling like winter to floodwaters to now all of a sudden it feels like summer. And that all happened in about 2 weeks. The water here is still up a little bit, kind of surprised me. We haven't had any rain for 3 or 4 days finally. And I'm really shocked that there's still this much flow in this creek. Oh, there we go. I thought that was a fish. Doesn't feel super big. Seems like they might be on the far side of the creek today. Oh, man, he popped off. That was a little guy. I was letting it float on kind of slack line. And said I felt it. And he was swimming off with it, I guess, because when I went to set the hook, I didn't feel anything there. Oh, and a fish grabbed it on the way in. And so he got off too. I didn't get a hook set on him at all. This is just a color that it honestly does not make sense. Oh, there was another one. Now, we've had a ton of high water this year, so I'm hoping some big fish have moved in. This creek gets very slow in the summer, and I feel like in the fall, most of the big fish go back to the river, which is a little bit of a trek. And on years when we don't have the right conditions in the spring, it does seem like we don't get many, many big fish up in this creek. So, another little guy, I think, and he got off too. Dang, come on. It seems like they're hitting it, but just not getting it. It's a little surprising because this little pocket down here is usually good for 1 or 2 fish, and sometimes a pretty nice fish. Now, one of the things that I look for is when I have current like this, and I know the fish, at least so far, they've proven that they're kind of up against the rocks. Then I look for either swirls of foam or, like, ideally when you see foam stacked up like that over there, I thought for sure there'd be a fish there. I'm just trying to hit all these little eddy pockets. Said it seems like the little aggressive ones might have been feeding up more towards where the current was faster. Now I'm looking for some bigger fish that maybe are conserving energy, and like this little pocket here around all these branches. I mean, it just looks like there should be a fish in there. Of course, if you cast into the branch, I went just a hair too far. I thought that was perfect until it landed. Hit another pocket over there. There we go, perfect. Oh, perfect. And there's a little, that's aggravating. Probably gonna lose this on that log. Yep. You know, I think almost every trip I forget something, right? And so today I forgot my knife and leader line. So we're gonna run without a leader. So I know fish will hit the Yum Dinger. I'm gonna switch over to the Helgrammite and see if I can at least land a few fish. Feel like I could survive in the wilderness, right? Yeah, let's just use a rock for maybe. Maybe not. Okay, so I'm using the mud bug color of the Nikko Helgrammite because I feel like that's the color that John throws most often. I like the black Aurora color personally, but I don't think I've ever seen John throw that one. And it is so hot and humid today that my glasses are fogging up. So we're just gonna start back up at the top of this run. See if we get any different results with the Helgrammite. Oh, that was first cast, something grabbed it. There we go. That feels like could be a little bit better fish. Come on, stay on. He's not great, but it is a fish. There we go. Right in the corner of the mouth. Oh, you were not getting off, buddy. There we go. Oh, another hit. Well, I had hits on the first 3 casts. Now it's quieted down the last few. Are we still recording? Yeah, we're still. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. Where is he? Ooh. This might be a little bit better fish too. Or he's just fighting. He's just fighting. He was closer. He was on this side. I was actually just working on my net. Another fat one though. Fat little fishy. These little smallmouth, man, this one might be a little bit better finally. Oh yeah, that's definitely a little bit better. Is that even a smallmouth? It's definitely a better fish. Yeah, it's a smallmouth. Okay, well, that's a good sign that there are some bigger fish up here. He's not huge, but oh my gosh, is he healthy. Wow, is that a healthy fish. Okay, stop. This guy's a workout. Nice fish. Okay, they're getting bigger. Before that last fish, I was kind of thinking, really hasn't been much of a difference between the lures. I was getting hit on the Yum Dinger almost as much as I was getting hit on the Helgrammite. That last fish was definitely nicer. But it could primarily just be the hook, right? I'm using two different hooks. So we'll see. Feels like something. Oh! I love these Kistler Hunt BFS rods because they're so freaking sensitive. Every once in a while I feel like I might set the, especially when I start getting excited and wound up, I might set the hook a little early because you can just feel so much. Good news is this is one of those days where the leader didn't really make much of a difference. So hallelujah for that. Like I said, oh, there we go. Little guy. He came clear out of the water. That's funny. Just missed his eye. But I did hit my reel a little bit too hard. Little tiny dink is not what we're looking for down here. Oh, that's what we're looking for. Oh, he's not as big as I thought he was. He was just down. He is not happy. He's staying down too. Pretty fish. Come over here. Good looking fish. Come here, buddy. Why won't you turn so I can pick you up? There he is. That one was out in the current a little bit, but I think it shows that there are definitely fish down here. I think the question becomes like, you know, was it the lure or was it the hook? Because this also has a little bit of weight. I think it's like 1/32 of an ounce. That felt like a fish. Unusual for this hook to get snagged on its own, but I think it did. So I think the question is, should I throw the Yum Dinger on? I think that's what I'm going to do. I went back to the Yum Dinger. The challenge of this one may be, I don't know if there's enough gap in this hook to let the fish get it, but we're going to find out here in just a second. Dang. I was just saying, like, it amazes me I've had no hits out of that little pile of foam over there. The problem is, it seems like it's just small fish over there. There was something. Something was hitting it. There was something in there today. See, it really feels like they're grabbing a hold of it. I'm gonna completely rehook this one. Do you ever have that bug that you inhale and it's like caught in the back of your throat? And like no matter how much water you drink, it's like you just can't clear it for some reason. That's what I feel like I have right now. So I'm gonna take a little break and just inhale some water. I only got one left, so trip ends when this is gone. Okay, so definitely the Helgrammite is the lure of the day. Because that didn't take long at all. Nope. He just wants to stay in the net, apparently. Another little guy. Just a little dude. There we go. Nice picture of him. Yeah, another little guy. Quick release. That one just picked it up when it was drifting and didn't even really hit it. Whew. Another pretty little fish. There we go. Oh, so down here, oh, he came back for it. Or somebody else did. That's a pretty one. That looks like a pretty one. He's a little bit darker. Thought he had a little bit more pattern on him, but there we go. He's free. Go ahead. You know, the upper part of the creek, they were on the opposite side, out of the current. Down here, I feel like they're really close to this side, and they're in the current. The Helgrammite's light enough with this 1/32 ounce that it just kind of drifts along. And then it gets into the current, and then it works this other side on this side. So over here I'm working the far side, over here I'm working the near seam of this current. And it's just kind of hard to imagine that this is in the middle of one of the fastest growing areas in the Pittsburgh region. You know, it's crazy. It sounds really peaceful. It is peaceful. That's why I come here. What in the world? Looks like I got somebody else's line. I don't know if I can get out there far enough. I really don't want this to be the end. Okay, cool. I was able to keep mine. Obviously, I'm not the only one that likes that spot. The duck's swimming up in front of me. I was just thinking it's kind of crazy how much the bite slowed down. Then I get popped and I missed it. I'm seeing a lot of little fish in the water. Can't say they're bass for sure, but it does mean that some of the fish were successful spawning this year with the crazy weather we had. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get close enough to figure out what they are, or even get them to show up on camera. But there is another spot that I think I can take a shortcut over here to get to. Oh, this is ugly. Let's see if I can go up this way and stay on rock, because that's getting really muddy. There's a snake. First water snake I've seen of the year, I think. I'm trying to remember if this stays shallow up through here or not. Kind of feel like it doesn't. A little bit of mud versus maybe getting completely soaked. I think I'll take the mud. You see a lot of people come through here anyway. Sometimes there's even fish up in here. Ooh. There's definitely some fish there. I couldn't tell if I was just bouncing along the bottom, so I'll fish that from a different angle. Let me cast down in here first before I jump down on that rock. Oh, there's something there too. Hey, there's a rock bass. I figured I'd see these guys eventually today. Kind of surprised there were none out in the main creek, or maybe there were. There you go, rock bass, first one of the year. Probably shouldn't have thrown him clear over there because I haven't cast out there yet. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. Oh, where is he? Oh. That's one of those largemouth. He's a decent fish. Now we're getting into some multi-species action here. Get a picture of him. Okay, so 3 casts, 3 bites. Ooh. There we go. He's not huge, but he's healthy, feisty. I'm kind of like, man, are the fish loaded in here or what? I mean, I doubt I caught like one of the nicest fish right off the bat here, right? Could have. There's a little smallmouth in here. Nice tiger stripes on that one. Guess another little smallmouth. Yep. He had all of it for sure. That way. There you go, little buddy. I'm looking at this. It could be something hanging right along this side. There we go. I think he's still a little guy. Another little smallmouth. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. He hit that immediately, so I'm wondering, like, is there anybody else over there? Oh, I saw that fish. There's definitely a fish that wanted to come out and get that. Oh, he came out and got it that time. That was the same spot. Oh, daggum. Now this is another spot that used to have a lot more trees jammed up here. Yeah, and when it did, it kind of like funneled the water a little bit more. And it seemed like the smallmouth would really kind of pile up a little bit. Another little one. These are, I mean, it's good to see that we got a bunch of little fish, but I'm looking for the bigger ones. So, I don't know, maybe that yum dinger and the bubblegum swirl color or whatever it's called, maybe that's John's special lure, because I got some hits on it, but I didn't catch any fish. But caught a bunch of smallmouth bass, a few other species on the Nikko Helgrammite. There's a reason that I say you should never leave home without it. I don't know how many I caught, 10, 12, something like that. It was a good day of fishing. First day that feels like summer around here. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.